Okay, hey friends, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to our Fox Cities Marathon pre-race show. My name is Christian Jensen. I'm the executive director of My Team Triumph, in case you've not seen me before. I'm excited to do this pre-race show. We have a big event coming up this weekend, a 5K, half marathon, full marathon. We got a bunch of teams. It's one of our premieres. And the season is definitely not over, so I'm excited to share with you some of the history, talk a little bit about our sponsors, talk about our teams that we have, share some stories, and celebrate some of our top fundraisers. Now, the coverage is going to continue. We're going to be doing a lot of posts and content as we get into the day tomorrow and Sunday, so definitely make sure that you stay connected with us on Facebook. So if you're watching, go ahead, give some comments. Maybe you're participating in the race this weekend. If not, give a shout out to some of our team members as we go along the way. I see we got Kayla on here. Hey, Kayla, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Kayla's not racing, which is surprising because she does like 7,000 races with us every year. But Kayla's got to rest up. She does a lot of races with us. So, first of all, history. So, what's cool about the Fox Cities Marathon is this historic event, which has been going on for a long, long time, is one of our very first events. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Is one of our very first events that we did as we expanded the organization to be a statewide organization. So My Team Triumph Wisconsin started in the Green Bay area, and the very first region we started was the Fox Valley region. And that event, the Fox Cities Marathon, was our first event that we did as a team event. And that was 2011. So it is an important event for us. And it's one of our favorites because it's this really unique course. If you've not done it before, I highly recommend it. It's a point to point event and it is super scenic. You go through some amazing communities and neighborhoods and, like I said, awesome scenery. So highly recommend that you do the race. And oh man, Julie, you make me smile. Hey Julie, how are you? Julie, that's a new one for you. I've never called you Julie. Usually it's Sally. So Judy, thanks for the shout out, Julie. So definitely recommend you do the Fox Cities Marathon if you have not. So what's also great about the Fox Cities is there's a lot of options. On Saturday, they have a 5K and a 10K. And then on Sunday, there's a half, a full, and a relay. And it's a Boston qualifier. It's a relatively flat course. And being that it's a September event, usually the weather is pretty darn good. Now, it's been a hot minute since we've done the Fox Cities Marathon. Obviously, last year the event did not take place. But the year before, the event did not take place as well. In fact, it was canceled due to a storm that was coming into the area just right before the event started. So we have missed participating in this race because it's one of our favorites, like I mentioned, and it's one of our biggest events. And so we are very, very excited to be able to do this event this year. So before I go any further, I want to do a shout out to our sponsors. So number one, Marco, as you see down below, Marco is our statewide sponsor. They're year 2 of becoming a statewide sponsor. Marco does technology services for offices, print, AV, all that stuff. So if you're looking for a company that you want to work with to help you in your office, your technology, go ahead, check them out. OSMS, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Specialists. They are based in the Fox Valley as well as Green Bay and other locations. Awesome orthopedic care. So if you're injured, if you're an athlete, or if you have young ones, you're a runner, cyclist, triathlete, definitely want to keep them top of mind as you are looking to recover from any injuries that you have. So OSMS stepped up as our event sponsor this year. Super, super grateful. Shout out to Darren and all the support that we get from OSMS. Thank you so much. So let's go on to our rosters. I want to share with you guys our teams that we have coming up this weekend. So I'm super excited to share with you that we've got a big 5K team. We have 9 captains in the 5K. So let me go down the list. So, and as you do this, as I go down the list, I want to see those comments, those cheers for our captain. So we have Captain Anna. Anna is a regular captain with us. Young gal, she's an awesome captain. Have done a lot of races with us. Chad, the best smile. Love getting hugs from Chad. High fives. Just one of the warmest dudes you'd ever met. Christy, and I also mentioned that Katura, who is Christy's daughter, is also joining us for the race. So the little mother-daughter team there. Team Emma. So Emma's another regular with us. Jana, if you've been around the Fox Valley, you know a little bit about Jana. So Jana's been a regular. Keegan, also a regular. Maverick and Wyatt. So we have, those are couple new names for us. They are first-time captains with us, and they're from Clintonville, actually, Clintonville area. And so we have, those are our 9 captains. We have a ton of angels. We have over 30 angels. One of the coolest things about this race is the majority of these angels are from the Wise Guys. I want to give a shout out to the Clintonville Wise Guys. So this group of people, this group of young guys are no strangers to My Team Triumph. They've joined us for a number of years, not the same guys, because here's how it works. So the Clintonville Wise Guys is basically a young youth leadership development program, I would say. Maybe they don't call it that, but it's really cool because the teachers of the Wise Guys program basically help these young men to build values, get out there and have new experiences, and just really have some great experiences. I'm going to move you over here a little, Jessica. So they have done, for a number of years, they've done races with us, and they've done the Africa Hope Run with us a number of times, and this year, because the Africa Hope Run's not happening, they reached out and they said, hey, we'd love to do the Fox Cities 5K. So we have about 25 angels from the Wise Guys, as well as 2 captains. So these are 7th graders and middle school boys, and a number of their teachers are joining us as well. And so awesome to have them again. Welcome to the Wise Guys. Thank you for joining us, guys. Really love having you here. Sorry, I got a little overlay issue there. Get that situated. There we go. Okay. So, so that's our team for the 5K. So for the half and full marathon, we've got 2 full marathon teams and 4 half marathon teams. So for the full, we've got John Ebel. Now, John is definitely a regular with us. John has done he's done every Fox Cities Marathon, as far as I know, and like a bazillion other races. And what's unique about John joined the organization a number of years ago, and John reached out to us, said, hey, I need a little bit of support. John has a challenge that has caused him to have a hard time running. He's been running the race for a number of years. And hey, Jessica. And so he has joined us for a number of years, and he reached out and said, hey, I need a little support for the race. And so we had a chair, and I had the honor of racing with John and being on his team. And John, throughout the race, got in and out of the chair, and it was an amazing experience across the finish line in his own 2 feet. And John is joining us again, and John does an awesome job racing with us, but he also does an amazing job fundraising for us. I'll talk more about that fundraising as we get later on. The other full team that we have That's right, Kayla? Awesome indeed. The other full team that we have is Tom. So Tom Gerke, also a regular with us. And what's cool about Team Tom is he's racing with one of his angels that he has raced with a number of times, Jeff. And Jeff is celebrating a birthday on Marathon Day, and he is running his 46th marathon on his 46th birthday. So happy birthday to you, Jeff. Big shout out to you, and hope you guys run fast. I know you want to really cruise, so get out there and rock that race. So those are our full marathon teams. Our half marathon teams, we have Kendra, Mary, our very first captain, Peter, and Philip. So a lot of really familiar names there. So again, 2 full marathon teams and 4 half marathon teams. So we're super excited and pumped to have these guys joining us for the event. So shout out to all of our captains and angels, and we're so super grateful that you guys are joining us for this event. Next, I want to cover some of our top fundraisers. So I'm going to check this out here and pull this up. So, all right. So like I mentioned, John earlier, John is one of the most generous guys I've ever met. And he is just such a great dude, and his friends and family have stepped up in a big way. So being one of our premier events, we ask our angels to raise $250. And we don't ask our captains to raise anything, but John usually does every single year. So John already has raised $5,625. Yeah, boom. I'm going to give some applause to John there. John has done an awesome job on his fundraising. So congratulations. Thank you, John. Second place, we've got Craig Fisher at $700 and Lori Winkleman at $400 in third. Great job on the fundraising so far, guys. And I know that you guys are going to do an awesome job as we get closer to race day. So huge thanks on all that fundraising. And of course, what that fundraising does is help us provide these experiences. So of course, My Team Triumph is out to address social isolation for people with diverse abilities. We believe very strongly in the power of endurance athletics, especially a team-based approach. Our captains are building connections. Our angels are increasing their awareness of what it's like to have a disability and get to know these individuals as they build those relationships. And what's great, one of my favorite things I love to see is what happens after the race. So many of our captains and angels connect on social media, and you see them getting together outside of racing. You see them signing up for new events. You see them connecting in ways that really help to build that connection and build a more inclusive community. So the fundraising, while it helps us to pay for physical things like registrations and t-shirts and equipment, ultimately what it does is help us build that more inclusive community. And in a time where isolation is very challenging for all of us, we know how important it is for connection. And as an organization, we're going to continue to push the envelope on that. We're going to continue to bring this inclusion to our community and to help our captains to be out and connecting with our angels. So I want to just wrap this up here by saying thank you to all of you for tuning in. I want to say thank you to our sponsors again, Marco and OSMS, as well as our angels and captains for joining us this weekend. And stay tuned for more posts and more photos and videos as we go into race day. Again, 5K is tomorrow, Saturday, starts around 9 a.m. And the half and full marathon is on Sunday, starting around 7 o'clock. So stay tuned to our My Team Triumph Wisconsin Facebook page. We will be sharing a lot of updates throughout the adventure. And Thank you for joining. Thank you for your support, and run like angels. Let's go, My Team Triumph. Take care, everyone.